Hello students, today we have got geography lecture. Now in your textbook, come to page number 35, lesson number 6, and the name of the lesson is land use. Now as a name signifies land use, what you mean by land use, how you are going to use the land for various purpose. We all are staying on the land. So, in this chapter, we are going to see how we use land for various purposes. Try to, try to understand the lesson. Now, see, your first one activity is there. Draw a sketch of your house, means draw a picture of your house. On this sketch, show the following with proper direction. Now, after drawing this sketch, show the show some directions. For example, show on the sketch where is your kitchen, where is the bathroom, a courtyard, living room. Living room is like a hall or something, and a bedroom, etc. So on this sketch, you show all this direction. That is your kitchen, your bathroom, your courtyard, a living room, and a bedroom. After the sketch is already had a discussion on the following points. Why do we need to fix a place for everything in the house? So after drawing the sketch, try to discuss this point that why we need a fixed place in the house. What would happen if there were no fixed place? Suppose if there were no fixed place in your house, what would happen? So all the things would be totally disturbed. So if you see a house, every house has got a kitchen. It has got a bathroom. It has got a living room. So what this tells us that we are trying to make use of the land which is given to us. Now look at the geographical explanation. You may have realized that there is a fixed place for everything. So you have got a fixed place for everything in your house. If this is not done, the house appears disorganized. So if there is no fixed place in the house, what will happen? Your house will be totally a mess. It will be totally disorganized. There will be difficulties while moving around the house and you will be having lot of difficulties. So see, in every house has got a proper kitchen, a proper bathroom, a proper living room. Even if these arrangements are changed, there will be confusion for few days. And if you try to change this change the arrangement, what will happen? You will have confusion for few days. The land available in your house is used for different purpose. The land which is available is used for different purpose. Now look at the second activity. You have got commercial. Commercial means what? Where some work is been carried, some business has been carried. That is called commercial. Residential, where you stay. That is called your residential area. Open ground, which is meant for playing. Entertainment, where some activities are carried out. For example, you have got some fair in one open ground. Is for your entertainment purpose. Industry have been set up at different places. Transport, agriculture, institute, your school, your colleges have been set up. And mixed land use, a land which can be used for various purpose. Now look here. Prepare boards with these names, with all these names like commercial, residential, open ground, entertainment, etc. You prepare the boards. Let the students stand in the circle holding this board. Now prepare chits. Make a small pieces of paper of chits with the following names and put them in the box. Shop, garden, bank, utensil. Utensil means what you use, what your mother used in the kitchen for preparing food, like spoon. Like then you've got utensils to cook your food. Factory, school, bungalow, residential building, mall, hockey, field cinema, house, hospital, bus stop, port, airport, swimming pool, badminton court, reserved forest. Each student will pick one chit as per the land use category which stand close. So after preparing this, what the students will do? Students will pick up a chit and they will go and stand in that particular uh, all this thing what I've given to you. Now, for example, shop. Now, where shop will come? Shop will come under commercial category. The garden. Garden will come where? Garden will come in your entertainment category. Bank. Bank will come other way again in your commercial. Then utensil. Utensils will come where? In your industry. So like that. Now school, where school will come? It will come under your institute. Bungalow. Now where bungalow will come? It will come in your residential area. So all these things have to be classified. Now, to the person holding the respective board, once the activity is completed, have a discussion based on the following points. What did you select? Why did you select the particular board? Explain how you will use this chosen land, how you are going to use this land, and correlate our needs with the land use, and you correlate your needs. For example, school will be in your institute. So what is your, how you are going to correlate your use of land? Now geographical explanation. Land use is the way of purpose for which land in a region is used. So how we are going to use a land in that particular region. The interaction between geographical factors and man have resulted in land use. So these geographical factors, various factors like climate, temperature, all these are your geographical factors and man. So how we are trying to use this land. Land use undergoes changes with time, and this you can land use will go undergoes a change. Once upon a time we had agricultural land, but now this agricultural land has been totally destroyed and buildings have been set up. So this land use can be used for different purposes. As man needs have increased, the use of land for different purpose also increased. Mineral-rich land is used for mining. Fertile plains are used for agriculture. You know, those land which are good in fertile are used for agricultural purposes. Now let's see what are the types of land used. First one, you have got rural land use. Rural means what? Your village, your native place. In rural areas, agriculture is the main occupation. Agro-based activities are also common in rural areas. Agro means what? Agricultural activities. This influence the location for the rural settlement. Hence, these settlements are located close to the to agriculture field and forest areas. So in villages where your houses are there, at close to your house, what you'll be having? You'll be having agricultural land. The settlements of miners are close to the mining area, while the fishermen settlements are near the seashore, where fishermen are staying. They will be staying close to the seashore. In rural areas, the availability of land is more and the population is less. Now see, in rural areas, what happens? Land is more, but the population is less. Hence, population is sparse. So in rural area, the population is very less. In rural areas, the extent of residential area is less. So there are less people who are staying in rural areas. Land use in rural areas can be classified in the following manner. Now, how rural areas land is classified. First one, arable land. This is the land under cultivation. Cultivation means used for agricultural purpose, arable land. Normally, this land is under individual ownership and agricultural land is owned by people. This land be classified as per the ownership of the land and type of agriculture. So what agriculture the owner of the land wants to do. Next one, fallow land. This is agriculture land which is temporary not in use. So the land which is not in use is called as a fallow land. In order to improve the fertility of the soil, to make the soil more healthy, that is called fertility, the farmer does not use a part of his agricultural land for one or two reasons. Now, forest land, a demarcated uh, forest area. Now, demarcated means what? Boundary or limit is also a type of rural land use. From this area, forest products like firewood, gum, and grass are obtained. So, what we get from forest land, we get firewood, we get gum, and we get grass. Forests comprise of large trees, bushes, creepers, and grass. So in forest land, we can see all these things are growing, that is large trees, bushes, creepers, and grass. Now, grassland or pasture land. This land is under the ownership of the village panchayat or the government and is used for grazing purpose. Now, grazing purpose means what? Where animals, your cows, your buffaloes, your goats can come on this land and eat the grass. That land is owned by the panchayat or by the government. This land belongs to the entire village. Very little grassland is under individual ownership. So this grassland, hardly few people are owner of this land. Okay, students. So let us summarize what we have revised in this lesson. We have revised the types of land use. So we have seen first thing the rural land use. Under that we have seen arable land, fallow land, forest land, and grassland or pasture land. Tomorrow again we will continue with the same chapter. Hope so you have understood till here. Tomorrow we'll continue again. Thank you.